Good morning, guys. This is the last video for this week, and it's for your performance task. So your performance task is going to give you a situation, and we have to create some expressions and equations to find out which is the best depending on the question. So our situation, Joe is having some trouble with his car. He takes it to two different fix-it shops in Bellport to get some prices. He has to pay for parts and labor. So our first situation is Monty's Auto Works. He pays $6.25 for all his parts and $45 for work per hour. And in Fair Price Auto is $5.40 for all the parts and $50 per hour for work. Okay, so part A, who has the better deal? So they're giving us some extra information here. They're saying that the damage done to Joe's car will take 5 hours to repair. So let's go back and look at our situations. $6.25 for all parts. And then we have $45 per hour. So we could take per as multiply, and an hour is our unknown. So that will be our H. So if we look at Monty's Auto Works, our expression would be $6.25 plus 45H, and there's no equal sign because it doesn't tell us that he has a total or anything like that. And let's do the same thing for Fair Price Auto Works. I have $5.40 for all parts and then $50 per hour. So same thing here, $5.40 plus 50H, and again no equal sign because they didn't give us a total. But reading the question, we want to know who has the better deal. We'll get to that later, but we know that 5 hours to repair, so we know that 5 equals to H. And let's take that information and put it into our expression to see who has the better deal. So everywhere I see an H, I'm just going to put a 5. And then everything else around it is going to just come down. Oh, okay. And then from here, I could just take everything and put it in my calculator. I don't even have to do any extra combining like terms. This in my calculator and this in my calculator. Go ahead, take a moment and figure that out. Okay, for Monty's Auto Works, I got 850. But again, let's go back to what the number means. 850, we're talking about money. So it's $850 for the 5 hours. And then the same thing for the other one, Fair Price Auto. It's $790 for 5 hours. Okay, who has the better deal? So if you're getting your car repaired, you want the cheaper deal. So that would make $790 cheaper. So Fair Price Auto Repair has the better deal. All right, well, let's see. What is the next scenario? Part B, who is faster? So now Joe only has $1,000 to get his car fixed. He doesn't like Fair Price Auto, even though they had the better deal. So he found Advanced Auto Works instead. So now between these two companies or repair shops, which is faster if he only has $1,000? So in this case, $1,000 is our equals. So we're going to take our same equations from above and now just make it equal to 1,000. So for Monty's Auto Works, we had $6.25 plus 45H, because now we want to know how many hours, is equal to the $1,000 that he has to spend. And let's do the same thing for Advanced Auto Works. So he has $500 for all parts, plus his 75 per hour. Again, we don't know how many hours. We need to find that. Equals to the $1,000 that he could spend. And how do I solve these? They look like normal equations that I could just use a solving square for. So I'm going to go ahead and set up solving squares for both of them. Okay, so now we have our solving squares set up, and we could go ahead and solve. So over here, 45h equals to, combine this, equals to 375, and then I'm going to divide by my coefficient. So I'm going to divide by 45 on both sides. And I get h equals to 8.3 repeats. All right, and on the other side, I'm going to do the same thing. 75h is equal to 500, and I'm going to divide by my coefficient on both sides. And I get h is equal to 6.6 repeats. And the question was, between these two auto shops, which one is the faster shop? And if we look at our time, we have Advanced Auto Works had a smaller hour when we solved. So because I ran out of space, I'm just going to write the answer down here. Advanced Auto Works has the faster repair time. All right, and really quick, let's just take a look at our bonus. And I'm just going to set it up for you guys, and then you guys are going to solve it on your own and bring it to class. So the bonus, after how many hours would Monty's Auto Works and Advanced Auto Works cost the same amount of money? So they're asking Monty's Auto Works, which is this expression here, and Advanced Auto Works, which is this expression here, when would those two have the same value? Now, we could plug and chug a bunch of different numbers and try to figure it out, but that would take a while. The quicker way would be to take them and set them equal to each other, because we want to know when Monty is equal to Advanced Auto Works. I'm just going to call this Advanced Auto Works. All right. So the way we could solve this is just to put 625 plus 45h is equal to 500 plus 75h. And this looks like our normal variables on both sides. So from here, I could just make a solving square and continue and then solve. Bring the answer to class. What hour, after how many hours would these two expressions be equal? Now, if you have any questions, please jot them in at the end of the video. If not, we'll see you tomorrow. Good luck.